Shall we get into Kohberger and Idaho for just a second? Because today was the day. Today was the day that the prosecution and the defense they allowed evidence to be destroyed. You got everybody, you know what I saw? Somebody in the comment section, I swear to God. This is how stupid, how goddamn stupid the true crime community is. Somebody that was watching the destruction of the house said, JB, you see, there's a basement. There's not a basement. I've got the home's blueprints. There's not a basement in the goddamn house. I've also got the blueprints to the tunnels. There is no tunnels under the Moscow house. There are tunnels all through Moscow, Idaho, but not under the fucking Idaho 4 house. It's crazy. Crazy. Idaho murder house, where 4 students were butchered, is demolished. The house went down like a pack of cards. Yeah. Despite opposition from victims' families amid failure of judge to set trial date for suspect Brian Kohberger. The house where 4 university, we all know this shit. It was demolished on Thursday, this morning, in dark. Let me make this clear. Look, man, it was destroyed in the dark. Guys, do you guys remember, well, some of you weren't here. I went to Sandy Hook after Sandy Hook. They demolished it. Idaho 4 demolished it. Oddly enough, John Wayne Gacy's house wasn't demolished. None of these other places where Ted Bundy committed his murders, the Gainesville Ripper committed his murders. None of these other places were demolished. Columbine wasn't demolished. I was in Aurora. I was at Columbine. I've been to all these places. Sandy Hook was demolished almost immediately. The Idaho 4 house, before the trial even starts, is demolished. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I believe the Sandy Hook place was demolished because the town, I believe there was a lot of fuckery that went on with Sandy Hook. You can sue me for $1.5 billion. I don't give a shit. I believe there was a lot of fuckery going on with Sandy Hook. Fast forward. Well, there was a demolition today. False flags get demolished, exactly, of the Idaho 4. Let me explain something to you when they were destroying where the bedrooms are at. I can show you, in fact, let me see if I can pull it up. Because I was talking to JB Bueno, or whatever the fuck his name is, on News Nation. Not News Nation, but on WFLA 8. And earlier today, we were watching the demolishment of this house. Now, I want to show you some things, right? We'll get down here. Now, for a long time, when things first started, they began showing you this. They were showing you the demolishing of the house. They were showing you the demolishing of the house. But then once they got to the front, when they really started demolishing this shit, and they got to the bedrooms, they transitioned to this side view. They transitioned to the side view. Notice here, you get the front view in the very beginning. Now you get the side view, when they actually start to tear down where the bedrooms were. I wonder why that is. And it stayed that way until after the demolishing, and then they showed you the front view of the house again. Back to side view. And it just wasn't there. There's my ass right there. Why did they do all that? Why did they... There's enough reasons in this case for people to believe that they're hiding something. Jimmy sent 5. Thank you, brother. Fonez, he said, hardest working man. Thank you, brother. Why on earth? And basically all I said in my comment there was, I personally think the house would have been easier to rent out or sell because people were saying that no one would want the house, and I called bullshit. I said a lot of true crimers with money would have bought it in a heartbeat. Agree or no? He said no. And then it showed me why he said no, because he's a fucking idiot. He said, everybody thinks Kohlberger did this. He said, I do this every day, and I've never seen anyone that thinks Brian Kohlberger is innocent. I said, you are out of your fucking mind. First of all, you don't do this every day. I do this every day. I said, if you are going to sit here and say that, I know you're a goddamn liar. You're going to sit here and tell the audience that throughout this entire year, you think you've never seen one person that believes Brian Kohlberger's innocent. He's a fucking liar. And he also believes that no one would buy or rent out that house. It's not true at all. Me and Upgrade was looking into it. We wanted to buy the house. It's not true at all. But that's what the mainstream media, this is why Brian Kohlberger can't get a fair trial, because of cocksuckers like this. They just openly lie to all of you and act like the lack of transparency is no problem at all. Anybody that does this cases that can sit here and honestly say that that he's never seen anyone that believes Brian Kohlberger did not do this is a fucking liar. Majority of the people I see are people that think Brian Kohlberger didn't do this. Gray Hughes filmed what? While making fun of conspiracy theorists. You could probably pick up that house at 60 to 80K and make a haunted Airbnb, yeah? Film what? The destruction of the house? I'll just say this in regards to the house. There's got to be some reason that they destroyed it before. Like, why wouldn't you keep it up for trial? Exactly, Cindy. I have a lot of doubt, too. Here's the thing. For Moscow, Idaho, it's the best thing for them. Probably. I don't know. But the murder house itself, and no, I would have turned it into a burger joint called the Kohlberger. I would have turned it into a bed and breakfast. The Kohlberger. It's a good place. Good place. Good location. Filmed the demolition and made fun of people who question it. Yeah, well, it's because all he does is lick boots all damn day. Gray Hughes, all he does is beg for money and lick boots all day. That's the truth. If you pay attention to any case Gray Hughes has ever done, he just goes with the official narrative. That's easy. Why do you even got a YouTube channel, fag? You know what I'm saying? Like, all you do is go with the official story all damn day. You have nothing to see here. Move along, move along. Of course. They don't want the jury to walk through it. Yeah, because you know why? When you walk through the motherfucker, as we've done walkthroughs virtually on this channel, you realize that it's impossible for Brian Kohlberger or whoever the killer was to not have seen Dylan Mortensen standing right there. It's impossible. It was too goddamn... There's a lot of things about that house. If you look at it, it makes the official narrative a little bit goofy to believe. Spot on with the Gray Hughes comment. No, it's the truth. It's what he does. Now, don't get me wrong. You motherfuckers don't pay me enough. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. But I ain't going to sit here and beg you over and over again, countless times through a 2-hour live stream, tell you how important it is for you to donate. I ain't going to say that shit one time. I'm just going to be like, fuck it. I get nothing out of this, I'm out. It's just the truth. Gray Hughes has always been very disrespectful. And that's why he's the prime example of a keyboard warrior. Gray Hughes would never talk to people like the way he talks to people in real life. Because he would get his old ass knocked the fuck out by almost anyone that he talked to with that level of disrespect. Any grown man that Greg Hughes talked to like that would put their hands on him. It's the truth. It's the truth. Very disrespectful. And people can call me disrespectful all they want, but I'd fight. Win, lose, or draw, I say the same things in real life to your face that I say here. Gray Hughes, on the other hand, I guarantee you, he is not that he's not that way to grown men in real life. That's why I say about a lot of these people, the safety and security that they feel behind their computers is fucking hilarious. It's laughable. But here's the truth. The entire, as I've always said with these cases, is like playing a game of Clue to me. The fun is looking at all of it. It's no fun, and it's really weak if you just wait for the police to tell you something and say, God, they're right. And if you look at all the people that are like that with the Kohlberger case, they're like that with every case. They don't question anything. And I challenge anyone, when it comes to those people, to find a single case that they question the official narrative. These people literally believe Debbie Collier stripped down naked and set herself on fire in the middle of the woods after going shopping for some shit in an Atlanta Falcons game jersey because she was going, or Georgia Bulldogs, because she was going to watch the Bulldogs play. So she just amazingly sent $3,500 in Venmo to her daughter and then went out into the woods, set herself on fire, butt-ass naked. People believe that. The Gray Hugheses of the world believe that. But he's making fun of people that question this shit? No. All he does is wait on the detectives or the official story to come out from the police departments, and he says, I got it. I know what happened. She set herself on fire. You didn't come up with that at all, fat boy. All you did was wait for the police to say that, and then you repeated it. You bootlicking sack of shit. That's the truth. Gigi, how you doing, beautiful? And he's not the only one. Look, I roast JLR a lot, but I'm starting to really like JLR. His work on the border right now is exceptional. And I got to give him credit. He questions some shit sometimes. I got to give him credit. I have to. And he travels around, he puts in actual work. As much as I have disliked him, I have to give him credit where credit's due. JLR is one of the hardest working motherfuckers in that true crime community. And he doesn't give a fuck what anybody else says. I can respect that. Meanwhile, all these other motherfuckers just wait on the police to give them the official narrative, and then they reciprocate it. They respond to everybody else about it. All they do is recite the same shit that they're told in a press conference. Nobody digs deep at all because nobody, for some reason, believes that the police or the law would lie to them. Are you serious? Your government, my government would never lie to me, JB. You're a homo. What's up, Monique? What's up, Kimberly? You're a homo, man. You're a sheep, you're weak, and you're just lame. By golly, my government will tell me the truth every time, JB. Yes, we know. One bullet did put 7 bullet holes in JFK. We know. 9/11 wasn't an inside job, it was an outside job, JB. Yeah, we know. Yeah, JLR has grown on me too. I mean, it's just the way it is. Like, I still think he's one of those people I couldn't hang out with. You know what I mean? But he does more work than a lot of them other motherfuckers. It's just the truth. KD sent 334. Thank you, KD. Oh, yeah. 4. 59. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys. So anyway, it's just the truth. And then you got these mainstream motherfuckers. They're just full of shit. All of them. All of them. So the house was demolished. The house went down. It's down. You're right, we didn't see a lot of actual shit. We didn't see none of the rooms, anything like that. I still think this will be a mistake. I think this will be a mistake in the end. How much of a mistake, I'm not absolutely sure. Because the question is how much evidence could they still have gotten out of it? So did the house come tumbling down today? Yes. I do believe they probably have gotten all the evidence, but here's the thing, is that in my opinion, the jury would still want to walk through this thing. What is the hurry? The answer is the new semester's coming. Guys, can I ask you a question? A year ago today, they hurried. A year ago, actually, in 2 days. They hurried to do what? Exactly 1 year ago. Exactly. And that's another thing. They started the fucking demolishing in the dark. That's when they started it. Let me ask you a question. A year ago, what did they rush and do before the winter semester started in January? Right before, on December 30th, 2022, what did they do to make people comfortable to come back to school in January for the winter semester? Does anybody remember what happened a year ago, December 30th? The answer is arrested Brian Kohlberger. A name we had never even heard. All of this. I personally believe, I believe that the police rushed to find a perp right before the winter semester. Oddly, here we are, days before the winter semester, and they do what? Destroy the house. So the house has been destroyed, demolished, all the evidence gone.
4 University of Idaho students were killed is being torn down.
And this despite the families of 2 of those victims calling it madness. Nancy Liu is in Moscow, Idaho with the very latest. Nancy, set the scene for us.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at the dark. Look at the darkness. They started demolishing it in the dark.
Nick and Marky, this is actually happening early. We did not expect demolition to start until the top of the hour, and it actually started quite a few minutes ago. You can see that the whole...
Give me 1 second. Let me give a shout out real quick. Let me give a couple shout outs real quick, and I'll hurry up. I'll let you finish this. Hold on.
Front section of the house is almost gone.
Let me give a shout out to Kathy, who sent $1.10. Thank you. Appreciate you, Kathy.
Excavator came in and started...
She said, "You're the best, JB." Thank you.
5-10 minutes ago, and started
Let me
on
give
the
it...
front section of the house.
Fuck it, I'll finish this up real quick. Let me give a shout out to Inner Username, who sent $5.55. He says, "Not as evil." That's right. And Teresa, the beautiful Teresa, sent 20. She said, "Love you, JB. Watching you on TV right now." Thank you. I love you too. Appreciate you, beautiful. Thank you, Teresa, Inner Username, and Kathy. Thank you.
Fencing came down quickly. It's coming down very quickly. And as we've been telling you earlier, the university had said that this could be down by the end of the day. There will be dump trucks coming and going and removing all of this debris. It's going to a site out of the city, and I'm told that even the debris will be under guard, given how much morbid interest there has been in this case. But you can see that excavator at work, making quick work of the front side of the house, which is essentially gone now. We are told that, this is going to be a very quick operation. We were told that...
Yo, let me give a shout out to my boy Aesthetic, who sent $10. Thank you, brother. He didn't know message. But thank you, Aesthetic. Appreciate you, man. I hope you had a Merry Christmas.
The house could be down, all of it, in a matter of hours.
And it was.
So, the house on King Road.
Thank you, Aesthetic.
4 young lives.
Thank you, guys, all of you.
Just over a year ago is now coming down.
And Nancy, all of this before 7 a.m. It's clear they were trying to do this under the cover of darkness.
Clearly.
Marky and I were sitting here watching this particular shot. I can't help but notice, we've talked about how the families have been split on whether or not this house should come down in views of the university. What about neighbors in the area, Nancy? Have they wanted this house gone because of maybe the looky-loos? And you talked about the morbid curiosity?
Yes. Yeah, our colleague Brian Netton, he was here last month at the 1-month anniversary of the murders, and the consensus and the feeling on campus has been that students do want to not move forward,
exactly,
but
Texas,
go forward and not forget what happened here. But
no, let me say this. No, you know what, Anna, because I'm tired of all the bullshit. I'm tired of the bullshit in the true crime world. I'm tired of all of it. Here's the truth. It is human nature to have that curiosity, Gigi. You know it. Let me give you an example, okay? And I understand there's a difference between movies and real life, but let's be honest. When we're sitting here watching YouTube or the news, it's no different than when you drive past and you see a car accident. Guys, let me ask you a question. When you drive by and you see a car accident and you look over, what are you really looking for? I'm going to prove a few things before we move on. What are you really looking for when you see a car accident and you look over? Because you all look over. What are you actually looking for? Just to see the wreckage? I don't think so. I think you're looking for a limb. You want to see a dead body. And this is understandable. Look, I'm a horror movie fan. And look, I don't come out here and portray myself as an arbiter of justice like the rest of these motherfuckers. I'm a horror movie fan. I like the horror movie aspect of this. Psychopath goes into a place and kills 14 college students. That is awesome. That is fucking great. I'm so intrigued. I want to see it so badly. Let me ask you a question. When you watch a horror movie, okay? If in Jason 1, Jason never killed anybody and they just beat him. If Freddy never killed anybody and he just beat him, would you watch Freddy 2? Or Jason 2? No. You watch it because you want to see the gore, the horror. It's a human curiosity connected to our mortality, 100%. Because what it does is you think to yourself, fuck, that could happen to me. The scary, it's no different than why we ride roller coasters or watch horror movies or go to haunted houses. Humans like the adrenaline that things like this cause. And then when you look at it from just simply an entertainment perspective, it's entertaining as fuck. Why do you think all these true crime YouTubers are not focused on single murder cases? If you look at any of them, majority of their videos are typically on Idaho 4. Why? Because the Idaho 4 is what gets the clicks and the views, because that's the shit everybody's interested in. Nobody cares about Tyrone killing Sharkeisha on 3rd Street in New York. No one cares about Tyrone and no one cares about Sharkeisha. These are 4 beautiful white college students slaughtered in the middle of the night by a thoughtful, more than likely white, ruthless killer. That's shit movies are made out of. That's shit that movies are made of. That's a horror movie. Nobody would believe a black serial killer because black people get caught after the first goddamn killing because they hold the gun sideways, they kill a motherfucker in broad daylight, and they drive off with their systems beaten. Yo, 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 and all the way to the next scene. They get caught by the time they get to the store to buy a 40 ounce. However, white kids with a future slaughtered at a prestigious college by a psychopath that entered in the middle of the night with only a knife. That takes skill, precision, and it's interesting. I have an obsession with crime scenes started by reading Helter Skelter. Yes! And here's the problem. Most of the true crime, you keep hearing them say, justice, 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 justice. Shut up, homo. All you're doing that for is for public perception to believe that you're not interested in this for the same, what is called macabre, whatever, reasons that we're all interested in. And maybe it's true. But some of us are interested, intrigued, because of the horror movie aspect of this. I want to see bodies. I want to see psychopaths. Why? Because none of us feel like it'll happen to us, but it's still possible and we're a little bit intimidated by it. Right? My point is that when you look at something like this, just like the car wreck, you're looking for the body. You're looking for the details. You want it to be gruesome. Why else do you think everybody in this community wants to know every goddamn detail about the murders? Exactly. You know, I didn't say you wanted people dead. But since people are going to die anyway, it's life. I'm intrigued by the stories. What's up, Lisa? And if that makes me wrong, I guess that makes me wrong. But I'll tell you what would make me more wrong if I was one of these cocksuckers grifting every day about justice for money. These motherfuckers ain't cops and detectives. They don't really care. They just want to be the one right. It's the truth. It's the truth. At the end of the day, I truthfully don't give a fuck what happens in that court case. But it's interesting, it's intriguing. I do true crime for a reason that no one else will admit. I like the horror around it all. It makes my dick hard. Because I'm a horror movie guy. It's that simple. I've been saying the same thing over and over because you can't get justice for the victims. The victims are dead. The victims aren't going to feel justice. Like, it's not like if who you catch the killer, the victims or somehow their circumstances are going to change. They're still fucking dead. You cannot pay them back for the life that they gave. The victims are fucking dead. Oh, I agree, JB. All the dramatic feigned sympathy gets out of course. I'm the only one in this entire goddamn true crime sphere that is telling the truth about why I'm doing this. The who, what, where, and why. Of course, it's the game of Clue. And I've said this since my absolute first video. When I do true crime videos, I'm playing Clue. While at the same time, enjoying the horror movie aspect of this game of Clue. Does that make sense? Everybody else can act like they're here for some sort of, awesome reason. If that was the case, then why is it that they only focus on the most popular cases? And then once a case is popular, they hammer it home, hammer it home, hammer it home, hammer it home. Because the truth is, they feel the exact same way as I do. They're just too much of pussies to admit it. They're just too much of pussies to admit it. All the people in the audience, all the people that make content, they feel the exact same way as me. The only difference is I will admit, as a pro wrestling fan, I cheer on the bad guys. But here's the reality. If there was no bad guy, would you still watch the wrestling match? Probably not. Because the bad guy, the good guy, that's what tells the story. The horror movie, the heroine, the Freddy Krueger, that's what tells the story. You want to know if Nancy is going to stop Freddy Krueger. That's what you want to know. You want to know if that old bitch with the short dyke hair is going to stop Michael Myers. You want to know it. It's the story. Can you imagine if media put this much effort in weekend shooting in Chicago? They won't. Because there's nothing interesting about Tyrone shooting Tyrone about a handkerchief. There's nothing interesting about, do you see what I'm saying? There's nothing interesting at all about Tyrone shooting Tyrone about 3.5 grams of coke. It's the truth. So yes, this house did come down.
Move forward with their futures, and this is a grim reminder. This is all student housing, it's rental housing. All of these students are on winter break right now, so we haven't seen anyone.
Yeah, no, you're right. Gigi says JB gets on there and tells on them Karens. At the end of the day, he doesn't give a fuck about insulting victims, families, etc. Then they have strokes because you're not supposed to say that. That's the point. Everybody else in this goddamn community wants to be PC. I get it. Call me the bad guy. I'm the heel. I'm the Ric Flair. I am the heel of this. That's fine. Say hello to the bad guy. But I'm the most honest motherfucker here. I am the absolute most honest motherfucker here. And yeah, of course I don't want an innocent guy to be convicted and executed. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. 100%. But it's possible to be both. My position is innocent until proven guilty. The nature boy, woo, that's exactly right. Styling and profiling. The reality of this situation is, I do want, of course, I want the right, but I have to admit, the most interesting part of this case, the most interesting outcome of this case is if Brian Kohlberger's not actually the killer. Because you know what we'll have? Some goddamn good times. If Brian Kohlberger is not the killer, that means there's still a killer out there. And all the true crime fans out there, they should love that I'm right, if I'm right. Because then they get to sit there with their fat fingers and their Cheetos and while their husband's at work and type and hunt for the real killers. That's the truth. And this is why my money and time stays here. Thank you, Gigi. Love you. But it's the truth. They should thank me. And thank people like me for wanting the mystery to deepen, to go further. That way they can sit there and they can make their worthless lives mean something by thinking that they're going to solve the case. At my college, a murdered co-ed was thrown in a dumpster outside the building where most of my classes were. They didn't move the damn dumpster. Well, you still got to throw away trash once in a while. Why get rid of a perfectly good dumpster? They'll still be spouting he's still the killer and refusing to accept the truth. Yes. And then the same thing will happen with the people that think he's not guilty. Except me, I'll move on. Because at that point, it's all over. The best thing in the world that could happen with that case is Kohlberger could get found innocent and then like 5 years later be found guilty. Like they realize he's guilty and he gets found guilty. Because that 5 years with Kohlberger's freedom, I'm going to take him to Disney World. I'm going to take his ass to Disney World, buy some drinks, do a podcast with him. And then somehow 5 years later, they're like, yep, Kohlberger did it, and it comes out that he actually did do it. Now that is the perfect setup. The perfect setup for entertaining times. That can't happen. The county, city, and university can't have Brian not be. No, I agree with that completely. 100%.
Around here to talk to about it, and we were expecting there might be protesters out here protesting the demolition of the home, and we haven't seen any.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, we can see the vantage point behind you, but I was curious if there was anybody who was, there watching it come down. Can you show us more of the house, the crews, the equipment going on behind you there? And for viewers who are just now tuning in, this is the Idaho
Look, man, we don't have to watch all this shit. Where you get the drift, they fucking tore down the house. They tore down the house, and then, of course, people are acting if they did it too soon. I want to say something, though. Because earlier, I want to say this. A woman by the name of Truth and Transparency, I think it's a woman, I'm not 100% sure. She's one of she's a leftist, one of those, Anyway, she was one of the only people back in the day, like myself, that pointed out Demetrius Robinson and shit like that, right? And apparently she showed a clip, and her and her fucking audience found it hilarious because she obviously agreed with me. But I do want to say something. I want to say to Truth and Transparency, I appreciate it. I appreciate that person showing my clip. I'm glad I can make them laugh. I like making everybody laugh in this situation. My position on all of these cases is it's just entertainment for now. But I also don't live in Idaho. But to Truth and Transparency, who I do not agree with politically at all, that's why I don't typically watch her material, but a long time ago I did. And I keep getting comments over there that says everybody was laughing for hours and hours about something that I had said in regards to Kohlberger and him being a pimp and incel my ass and all of that. And I just want to say that it's cool. I'm glad I got to entertain other people on other people's channels. Now come pay me, motherfuckers. She loved it, wants to make a t-shirt. Oh, somebody needs to pay me some money then. You can't steal my shit and not pay me no money. That's my shit. All she's got to do is reach out. That's my shit, which I'll give to her for a nominal fee. But anyway, all jokes aside, I think it's awesome. I think it's cool that I made her audience laugh. I think that's cool. I'm actually surprised because most aren't completely unfiltered like you, which is why you're the only political true crime commenter I follow. There you go. I'll just say this about truth or transparency. We don't agree on most things. I think she's a little bit out there, but I love the fact that she looks into those cases. I think she does great work, great detailed, intensive research. And the fact that this chick, who clearly is a lesbian, decided to put a clip of my ass on her show, I like that. So kudos to her and all of her supporters. It was some funny shit. But I just want to warn them, you're not going to like it on my channel, because if you're, let's be honest, if you're a leftist, you're not going to last. You're not going to last. But so let me say hello and goodbye at the same time. What they call it, aloha, aloha, bitches. So this is your hello and your goodbye at the same time, because I don't expect you to be around long. I don't like the boring and vanilla channels that have no flavor. Of course not. Of course not. She's a lot of things, but dumb ain't. Well, no, 100%. And I can't really get mad at her. I like to eat pussy too. I don't really get mad at lesbians. I understand lesbians. They like to eat pussy. I like to eat pussy. We're on an even playing field. But the reason I don't like lesbians is because they're stealing all my pussy. Stop stealing all my pussy. It's truth. Anyway, that's it for the Brian Kohlberger shit. Look, they tore down the house. Bad move, bad decision, bad idea. What's about it, folks? He said, King JB, what's going on, brother? Bad move, bad decision. But I think if it benefits anybody, I think it benefits the defense, maybe. Why would you destroy the biggest piece of evidence outside of the knife sheath? The crime scene is the biggest goddamn piece of evidence. It's the biggest piece of evidence. But I guess they don't give a shit. I guess they don't give a shit. Fuck them. So, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that shit. At all. What was I say? 81.25. I need to. GG. I'm gonna fix this. Anyway, no. So, look, I'm easy to win over. Does that make sense? I found it oddly kind of sad. Of course, I wanted to go see the house. I wanted to buy the house. I wanted to rent the house. I felt the same way. Oddly enough, back to truth and transparency, I'm easy to win over. Flattery does a lot, right? So, all the dislike I had based on her political leanings and, well, she's stealing all the pussy. Seeing her audience come over and say how fucking great of a time they had laughing and it was funny, it softened my heart. It made me say, all right, maybe I'll go back to watching her videos. Maybe. I'm probably not, because I ain't got time for that type of shit. But she, I'm easy to win over. Flattery wins every time. JB, you wouldn't have made it an I would have 100% made it an Airbnb and a burger place, the Kohlberger. That's right. 100%. Not an Airbnb, a bed and breakfast. We would open every day at 4. We would open every day at 4 a.m. Here's my new bed and breakfast, the Cold Burger. We open every day at 4 a.m. Perfect. Perfect. Jimmy, you're so evil. You're so mean. It's called jokes. If comedy wasn't so pussy anymore, people would understand it and they would it'd be fine with it. The Cold Burger with extra ketchup. That's That's right. That's right. Cold Burger Classic. We got all kinds of shit. The Cold Burger Supreme. The Cold Burger, man, it would be great. But those dreams are over because the house is done. It's all gone. Wait till I upload this clip. These motherfuckers are gonna be so... They're gonna be so fucking pissed off. Fuck them. Fuck them. Bet you may get breakfast fucking the last night. Yeah. The Cold Burger's sweet. The Cold Burger Veggie Burger. Yeah. We'll call our more Mexican dish the Gonsalves. How do you want your burger? Extra rare. Yes, everything on the side. That's right. The Cold Burger combo. Hello, you dog. Thank you, Vincent. No, seriously. Oh, man, there's so many goddamn... Here, you want your bowl of curnoodles? Here's your bowl of spicy curnoodles. Four for the price of one. Burritos or knife sheaths, yes. So goddamn good. It's good marketing. Just call it what it is. Can I have a fork and a K-bar, please? Yes. We don't serve steak knives here. We don't serve steak knives. Oh, God. And for everybody that throws their trash in their neighbor's trash barrel, there'll be little trash barrels by everybody's table. For everybody that throws their trash in the neighbor's trash barrel, you get a free Cold Burger your next visit. Like, I would it would be so goddamn good. So goddamn good. And then I actually would create a basement and tunnels under the motherfucker. That way Drippity Drop can have his little fun. Oh, it'd be good times. Good times. Well, those dreams are crushed. This is a fun channel. Yes. I try. Good times. But anyways. I guess we're done with the Cold Burger, dude. Oh, God, the Moscow special. Yes. The Elantra Supreme. There's going on. Okay, we gotta stop. Okay. They're already going to flip out over there, and everybody's going to be trying to flag it down. They're already going to flip the fuck out. Can I have a side of DNA fries? Yes. Will they have co-ed chili? That's good. For when you have your liquor store license. Jimmy and Chet never fails to have hysterical dark humor at some point in the show. Yeah. Blood, make a drink instead of the Bloody Mary is the Bloody Mogan. Kohlberger Jack in the box. He actually, yes. Yes. Kohlberger split smoothies. Yes. The Mogan malt. The Matty malt. What's up, Blim Blam? Yeah, boy. What the fuck? What's going on, brother? Good times. Good times. Picked him up from the airport in a white Honda. Yes. Or just for the fuck of it, the hours to the restaurant is only 4 to 4:20. You have exactly a 20-minute window to get in here and line up for your meal. From 4 to 4:20. Won't be a very successful business. But hey, we can get a lot done in 20 minutes. Fried green tomatoes, time to make barbecue. Yes. I just watched your migrant video. Fucking crazy. Yes, it is. Thank you, brother. We're here to help. Oh, yes. That would be the tagline. The restaurant would say to Kohlberger, bed and breakfast, we're here to help. Oh, God, that's perfect. Julie, you're the shit. You're the shit. That was perfect. We're here to help. That's so perfect. That is, yes. All delivery from DoorDash, yes. A demolition sweet eat, yes. That's the hot sauce. There's an 8-hour wait time. Oh. Filet Ethan with sauteed noodles. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? All them people over there have no sense of humor. You know how many thumbs down and people that's going to unsubscribe the minute I post this clip over there? It's going to be great. It's going to be fucking grand. Like, it's going to be glorious. Glorious. It's exactly what it's going to be. Milkshakes equal frozen shock phase. Yes! The frozen shock phase. Yes! Fuck yes. Oh, man, that's good. That is good. That is good, too. The Kernoodles, yes. Oh, I love it all. Oh, man. I almost can't wait to clip this. I'm putting that over there soon. Sounds like some killer food, man. You're so good. Scream from room service, yes. Oh, man. That's too goddamn good. That's too goddamn funny. Crime Time comments are going to shit themselves when they see this clip. Yes. I'm going to put it over there tonight. It's going live tonight. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. But they are going to fucking lose their shit. They're going to lose their shit. And what's funny is a lot of you people came from Crime Time. Y'all just are used to my humor by now. Y'all... Yeah. Good times. You'll be dying for seconds, yeah? And thirds and fourths. Frat fries, yes! The frat fry. Yes. What's that goddamn dog's name? What was it, Murphy? Yeah, that would make him just... yeah, there's nothing I can really do with Murphy. Good vibes, only neon light in the window. 100%. 100%, Vincent. 100%. It is all in good fun. But no, you gotta understand that group over there, they're like a different breed of motherfucker. Like, call your baked potato the bushy's eyebrow, yes. Murphy Maltz. Bushy brow. No, those people over there are a bunch of fucking Karens sitting there mad at everything. It's going to be glorious. In fact, I'm going to clip this thing tonight and put it over there. In fact, I might have to get off here very soon and go. I think I may have to do it. I think I think I may have to do it because I kind of want to see their reaction tonight. I had a piss. Anyway, I kind of want to see their whole goddamn reaction tonight. Now that would be fun. They're all softer than pillows over there. No, 100%.